Hey guys, Cam here from today's iPhone.com, and I've had to move to film this in my dining room, so apologies in advance if cars go past. There's a road just outside the front of my house. So I wanted to show you ZAGG's ZAGG keys, it's called. It's the ZAGG keys Flex. Essentially it's this portable keyboard. It comes with a case for the keyboard, and also that keyboard case acts as a stand. I'll show you that fits in really neatly. You can see it's a nice, tight, snug fitting case, so it's not just there to look good. It actually does protect the keys. It comes with a dust protector that lays on top of the keys as well. I don't tend to use those, but if you're particularly anal about the way that you look after your keyboards, then it comes with one of those as well. You can see there's a little tab here that you can use just to put your thumb in and you open it up. You can see the keyboard there, and obviously ZAGG's branding imprinted on the microfiber lining there. Now this case acts as a stand for your iPad when you're using the keyboard. So if I show you how that works quickly, I've had a few days with this, so I should be able to do it by now. Simply just fold it like that, and you can see it's got a nice angle for you to view your iPad at, but obviously it goes that way around. So the ZAGG actually, the branding's actually upside down for that point. So I'll just place my iPad in there. Now, every once in a while I've noticed that this tends to just kind of collapse underneath the iPad. It doesn't happen very often. It tends to only happen if I kind of push my iPad a little bit too hard. But in general, it's pretty good at holding. It's got a nice sturdy frame there, which is adequate if you just want to rest your iPad against it. And obviously the keyboard's the main focus of this device. You can see on the back it's got a few switches on there. I'll do a close-up of those. So you've got the on-off switch. We've like switch it on here, switch it across there. You've got an Android/iOS switch, and then the pair button. Now to pair it, you switch your Bluetooth on your iPad, you hit the pair button, and you can select it from your list. But I've already done that, and you can see I've activated the screen on there now. If I just move my iPad a little bit closer, and you can see what I'm doing. Now I'm going to go into Messages, and I just wanted to show you quickly how this works. I've used it a little while already. I've actually found that it's one of the keyboards, even though it's obviously a lot smaller than a full-size keyboard, the keys themselves are so well spaced out and tactile. They've got like this textured finish. It's not rough, but it's definitely kind of soft touch. It's not shiny and slippery, so your fingers tend to get used to it. I'm just going to tilt it this way a bit just to make it easier for me to type. So if I say, hi, I'm just using the ZAGG keys Flex in a video. Now, I've only had this keyboard for a couple of days. I only really started using it last night, and I didn't have to adapt my finger style. The only thing I found a little bit difficult was when I was trying to find the delete key. Obviously it's smaller than what I'm used to, and obviously the enter key, which is right here, is also a bit smaller. You get a really nice response from the keys when you're typing. It's got this really comforting kind of clicky sound, not like the old school keyboards that made massive clanks, but this has got a really nice tactile touch. I really enjoy the way it's also really lightweight as well, and it feels kind of durable. It's got feet on the bottom, obviously, to stop it from slipping. These rubber feet, you can see there's one there. And I've really enjoyed it. There are specific keys for specific actions, so obviously it's designed primarily for the iPad. Now you've got a cut, copy and paste buttons. You've got play, pause and fast forward and rewind. Not rewind, I mean skip forwards and skip backwards. For your music controls, and obviously there's volume up, volume down and mute switch like you would get on a Mac. And the lock key, if I press that, the device locks. If I press it again, it unlocks, and you can just slide it across there as usual. I'll show you, there's a photo button. If I press that, it will start a slideshow of my images, which you can see on the screen there. If for whatever reason you want to type using the touchscreen while you've got this plugged in, you can press the keyboard button and the on-screen keyboard shows up, and you press it again and it disappears. And obviously if you want to go home, you don't have to press the home button on your iPad. You can press the home button on the keyboard and it goes back to your home screen. So all in all, they've really thought about everything. They've thought about the way the keys are laid out. Everything's fantastic on there. There are things I would like to see changed, but I don't think it's something that ZAGG can do. Now, what would be really nice is things like if I'm typing a message and I hit enter, it would be nice if it just sent the message instead of me having to then go and touch the screen. Now, it may just be that I've overlooked something and there is a way of doing that, but I'm not sure. I haven't found a way just by using it, so we'll see. I'll have a look it up, and if I'm completely wrong, I'll put a little tag in the video. If I hit the search button, I can go to Spotlight Search and I can search for messages, and you can see search results come up there. So it's a fantastic little keyboard. It's really portable, and you know, one of the big things that I found myself questioning before I even used this was, what benefits does it have over me using my Apple wireless keyboard? Because obviously that's not a big chunky keyboard, it's something I've already got in the house. Would I purchase this if I had the Apple wireless keyboard already? And the likelihood is, me being a bit of a skinflint, no, probably not. But that's not to say this isn't worth the money. At $69.99 US, it's a really, really great keyboard. And you know what? I would probably, if I had the choice of taking this out with my iPad or taking my wireless keyboard, and obviously I've got them both now, I would take this because obviously it's in a smaller package, it's more portable, you can throw it back in the case when you're done, which obviously I can't do with my wireless keyboard, the Apple one, because it's a full-size one, and you know what? I've not had any trouble getting used to this at all, so it's a fantastic keyboard, it really is. If I was to give it any mark out of 10, I would definitely give it a 9. It's been fantastic. There's not really anything much wrong with it. I guess it's just there's certain ways that it could be used to optimize iOS a little bit better, but it's a lot better than some of the other keyboards I've tried for iPad. So a 9 out of 10 for that. If you're interested, head over to ZAGG.com, purchase yourself one of these, or take a look at their other keyboards. They make some really great stuff. I've been Cam from Today's iPhone. If you want to ask me anything about this keyboard or anything else I review, please feel free. I'm on Twitter at @TIP_Cam, and I'll see you again soon.